Hi, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Me and Your Vet Talk Show. Hi, guys. My name is Dr. Clara, your host, and with me, our guest speaker is.
Dr. Fagoroye.
So, any me. You come to the pet mat and you be telling me, doctor, dry food, wet food, which one is best? Which one should I buy? Which one is good for my pet? Which one is good for my pet? Which one? And always have to explain every single time about this. So today I say, you know what? Let's come and talk about this talk show so that everybody has know which one is good. If it is dry food or if it is wet food or if it is dry food and wet food together. That's why we have Dr. Fagoroye here to talk to us about it. So, Doctor, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So, before I get into the question that we will have today, can you tell us what is dry food? Which one is wet food? Let us even understand the foundation before we go into it.
Thank you, Doc. So, for name on understanding, wet food food that being packaged inside can and is soft.
Okay.
For a dry food, they are food that is dry and also is packaged inside the bag, inside bag, or is dry. So, that is just the layman explanation.
So, for people that will come and say, "Enwa onikoro," and to that be cocoa pops, that is it. That is dry food. The one that is, one, like look as if you are eating cereal. That's dry food. Then the canned food is wet food. One that is inside that has water in it. Tolomi when the canned food.
Exactly.
So now my first question is wet food. The one that has water, tolomi.
Yes.
Is it healthier than the dry food? Because people have the assumption that because it is, it has water, it's like moisture, it has moisture in it, it's better than the dry food that is just dry and bland. So is it better? Is it healthier? Let me use that English. Is it healthier?
Okay, thank you very much. The both dry food and wet food are nutritionally fine if they meet the proper pet food standard. The wet food is more, it has high moisture, and that means that it helps to hydrate animal that doesn't take much water. Then the dry food is also good because it has a high calorie dense. It's calorie dense, and also is convenient for pet owners to get. Yes, no, yes, exactly. So, and all this thing I'm trying to say is, for you to be able to select which feed for which feed is good for your pet, it just depends on the pet age, the health status, and also the lifestyle of the pet. Now, for example, under pet age, it's preferable to feed a puppy or a kitten with wet food. Yeah, it's better because it helps to hydrate the pets, and also say it helps them to able to absorb the nutrients very well. So also for adult dog, I think it's better you feed your adult pets a dry food because it is cost effective. So imagine when you are, your adult pets consume more, and that means that you have to feed your dog more feed because it's consumer food, and you can't be how many can just imagine how many can will they able to consume. So it's better when you want to feed your adults, it's better just go for dry food. I mean, it's cost effective. So that's it. So under the health status, when your pet has a dental issue, it's preferable to give a soft food so that the pet will be able to grind this thing very light, so it will be easy for the pet to eat this food. Now imagine a dog that has a toothache, tooth infection, so it's better the dog, even human being, when you have teeth infection, you can't be able to grind or maybe choose something hard. So that's in that case, it's better you feed the dog with a soft food. Also, is very better a pet that has a kidney issue is medically advised to feed the dog weight, the pet weight is soft, that is a wet food. So it helps hydration. So also, generally, in an obese, that is overweight pet, I will advise that you can still use both, but in that case, you just have to reduce the portion of the food. That's what we do the portion, because it's already overweighted. So you just have to try to reduce the portion of the food. So that's just the dog.
Okay, thank you very much. So there is this talk about that eating dry food helps with dental health.
Okay.
Like, as they're eating, crunching, helps them, their teeth will be strong, everything is wonderful. Is it true? Does it really help with dental health, dry food?
Thank you, Doc. Though the dry food reduce plaque a little, yeah, it reduce plaque, but not to that extent, because you still have to ensure you brush the dog teeth, and also you have to ensure you get all this dental shoe. It's very important. Get a dental shoe. All this it helps to take care of the teeth, and also you have to ensure all the dental care. All these things are very important. Even you can even take your pet to the professional, so that they help you to clean the dog teeth. Yes.
Ṣé ti gbọ́ nísìnyí o, màá ní pé tọ̀dọ̀ Clara ló ń pele ẹ fẹ́ ra toothbrush, yes, for pets available. Whenever I post it, people say toothbrush again for dog. Ṣé ti gbọ́ nísìnyí o?
For proper dental care.
They have heard it. One now set market is good for their dental health. Come and buy your toothbrush. We have it. It comes with toothbrush, toothpaste, and everything to make your teeth look fine and smell nice.
Yes.
So now, between the dry food and wet food, we have heard that they are both,
Yes.
good. It is no one that is more nutritious. That one has, like there are a bit of disadvantage and advantage.
Yes.
Now, which of them is better for hydration? I think we spoke about something about hydration.
Yeah.
Can you go into which one of them has, more better for hydration?
Thank you very much. The wet food has 70 to 80% moisture. So that is it helps for hydration. It's good for hydration. It's better than the because it has 70 to 80% moisture. So and it's good for pet that doesn't consume water. Because it has water already. It has 70 to 80% moisture. So meaning that for example, cats, cats doesn't take much water, so it's good for them to feed your wild cats wet food. You can dry food, because it doesn't take even there are some dogs that they doesn't take water. They don't take water like that. So all those pets that doesn't take water like that, it's better you feed them more with wet food than a dry feed. So the dry feed has 10% moisture. So but it's still preferable that wet food helps in hydration more than the dry feed.
So meaning if you are feeding your dog with dry food, make sure they have access to enough water.
Yeah, exactly.
Since it doesn't have plenty of moisture in it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So in dry food now, in wet food, which one is more cost effective? Because now we're hearing that wet food has more water. So you have to give them plenty, but dry food does not have plenty water. So that one you have to not add water. So which one now is more cost effective? So that just know or what are we doing?
So I think I said this to you earlier. Dry feed are generally more affordable and they last longer after opening. When you open it, they last longer. It's because and yes, and so they last longer, and they are not expensive like wet food. And no wet food, you still have to, even if you open it, you still have to preserve. If the pet cannot consume it, still have to preserve it, put it inside fridge, that thing. So it's not really but cost effective. It's not very cost effective. So I think dry food is better, still longer, and also it's more affordable than the wet food.
Okay, so now can we mix wet food and dry food together?
Yes, yes, sure. We can mix the wet and dry food together. You can mix it. Yeah, it's just sometimes the wet feed, it helps in hydration, and also the dry feed is cost effective. Meaning that, so you can decide to, okay, to know the benefits of the wet feed, and also the benefits of the this thing. You can decide to just mix all together. That means that when you are giving it to your pets will be hydrated. Will get enough water from the from the wet feed, and also you know that you are not spending much on the dry feed, and it's more, you don't need to pay to be looking for a place to preserve your dry feed. So getting both mix it together, it make everything perfect for your pet.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. So, for everything that you have said, now let me give you a recap. So, and I'll try and say it in Yoruba because people come for me that was speaking English. So, we have heard about wet food, dry food, èyí tó lómi, oníkóró. Àti ní pé both of them àwọn méjèèjì ó wà òkè. Ó wà òkè, but difference tí wọ́n ní ni pé òun ní canned food yẹn, wet food yẹn ó lómi, so ó máa ń hydrate àwọn animal yẹn, so it gives them moisture. They are taking it, they're taking in both water and food. But èyí oníkóró yẹn is dry food. When you're eating it, like on jẹ just dry food. So àwọn èèyàn tẹ́ máa fún wọn ní dry food, ẹ ní láti mọ̀ pé ẹ máa fi omi síbẹ̀, plenty water, so that as they are when they finish eating, they will drink water to help them, digest the food and do everything. And it's again not just about wet food or dry food. It's also about health status. About ṣé ọmọ ajá ni àbí ọmọ ológbò ni, ṣé àgbà ni. So either if it's young or old, or ṣé nǹkan ń ṣe wọ́n ni, are they sick? So that's when you now know èwo lẹ máa choose. So fún ọmọdé nísìn, oní omi yẹn is very best for them, very wonderful for them. Àwọn àgbà, oníkóró yẹn very good for them because they are older, so they need a lot of calories. It's more. Then fún àwọn tó ní issue pẹ̀lú ẹyin àbí ẹyin wọn is wet food, oní tó lómi, because it's softer, they can be able to chew it. Just like me telling an old woman now to go and start eating rice that me I like eating now, half done. It's work. So you have to get something that is soft for them to eat. So that's one part. Another part now we're talking about, is it cost effective? We say that dry food is more cost effective because wet food now one ike yẹn, that's can. Tẹ́ bá ti ṣí báyìí, if you want to give adult dog almost like 2 lemon food because they are eating well. Why for ọmọdé tẹ́ bá ti ṣí, ọmọdé láti fún wọn ní díẹ̀, mo wá lọ fi sínú freezer. So tẹ́ bá ní freezer, tẹ́ bá ní fridge, it's going to be a problem. Ó máa bàjẹ́. So you have to weigh, okay, ṣé mo ní fridge, okay, ọmọ ajá ni mo ní, okay, mo lè ṣe. You have to think about kí lẹ ní, ẹ wá lò, ẹ máa lò. So that's the dry food, wet food. It's not as if one is better than the other one. It's just what you can afford, number one. Your storage, your convenience. One that works long hours now from morning to evening, you can't be putting wet food down because you know that most of your plants, your pets may not eat it. And it will not take a time for you to spoil it. When they eat it, they'll not have enteritis. So you have to think about, your convenience, the health of your pets, their health status, and so forth and so on for you to know that. I hope you have learned a lot from this. So, Dr. Fagoroye, we have something about to do now that you have no idea. He doesn't know about this. Just now that I just want to prong it on him. It's game time.
Game?
Yes.
Okay.
Game time. You say you are good with game. So this man is ewúrẹ́, ẹlẹ́dẹ̀, àgùntàn, what's it called, chicken?
Molu. Edie.
Ologbo does not know something. So now I went to the deep part of the forest to go and bring the question and come. Okay. So you don't know it. I have 3 questions for you from the wildlife of the aquatic.
Oh, Jesus.
Many. Okay. Number 1, you know about octopus now?
Yeah, sure.
Say sure. First question. Octopus, do they have tentacles or arms?
Tentacles.
It's wrong. It's wrong. People assume it's tentacles. I think it was tentacles too, but it's tentacles. It's arms. They call it arms. It's arms that they have, not tentacles. Second question. How many arms do they have?
God. No idea.
Guess now.
No idea.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how many do they have?
1 to 10. Wait.
But you know octopus now, they have plenty. Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's say maybe 6.
Wrong.
I failed again. Imagine.
They have 8 tentacles. Sorry, 8 arms, not tentacles. Now the last question I want to ask: how many hats do they have? Their hats. Last week, Valentine.
I think I read about it. I saw a post regarding this thing. Should be like, I think I read something about it. Maybe 2 or 3.
Pick one, not 2 or 3. Pick one. Dr. Fagoroye, pick one.
Okay. 3.
He got 1 over 3. Try, yeah. So octopus, they have arms, not tentacles. 2, they have 8 arms, and they have 3 hats. So I hope you have learned something new. We have learned something new too. I hope you have learned something. So we'll see you next week on your Talk Show. Bye-bye.